has been used since the beginning.
A question that I get very often is water birth safe?
Okay. So what is even a water birth?
So could I have a birth pool with an OBGYN?
Yes and no. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace Pastek. I am a birth and postpartum doula, a boy mom, a childbirth educator, and the owner of Graceful Birth Pools, Canada's first white birth pool company. Today, I'm going to be answering all your questions on birth pools, water birth, whether that's at home or at the hospital, set up to take down to care practitioners, to how does a doula help you, how it works with having a doula, a midwife, an OBGYN, and everything else in between. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there to watch all things motherhood and birth work. And now let's dive right in. Okay, so what is even a water birth? Let's start at square one. This has been happening since the dawn of time. This is not a new thing. This is not a hippie thing. Water is the most effective, unmedicated tool to utilize during labor and birth. And again, it has been used since the beginning of time. And having a birth pool doesn't mean you just have to give birth in the pool. Some don't even give birth in it, but yet labor in it. Hydrotherapy is also great for coping with labor. So birth pools are an amazing, accessible, and affordable tool for you to utilize throughout your labor and birth experience if you are hoping to avoid interventions or tearing or an epidural. So when it came to designing our birth pools, I wanted to make sure that they fit in the standard hospital room. Where I live, we have one hospital so far that does water deliveries with midwifery care, and the rooms are quite small, to be honest. So I wanted to make sure that the pool was an oval size, allowing room for doulas and midwives and partners to move along the sides. It was compact and that it could fit easily in your bedroom, your living room, your playroom, wherever you're having your baby. Also, I wanted them to be gorgeous, I wanted them to be convenient, and I wanted them to be easily accessible. So stay tuned for more details about that. Next question is, how big are our birth pools? They are 24 inches deep. The goal is that you're able to submerge your belly here. They are body and height friendly. I have had multiple different people birth in them and give me positive experiences and be able to do multiple different positions in them as well. They are about 27 inches wide and 47 inches long. So overall, they really don't take up that much space and only have to be set up once your labor is actually going. The footprint in total measure is 65 by 55 inches if you are trying to map out your birth space. How do we even use the pool and the kit? Well, that's easy. First, you are going to find a care practitioner that supports water birth, or you are going to petition to change that the care practitioners support it. Whether that again is just laboring in the pool, or maybe you catch your own baby in the pool, this should be an accessible resource for all families. So the way it works with Graceful Birth Pools is that you are going to want to inquire as soon as possible to get your pool confirmed. From there, we will deliver it in between 37 and 38 weeks. You're either going to have a pool technician come in and teach you how to set it up and go through the kit, or we will just drop it off depending on your preference. From there, I suggest going through and familiarizing yourself, your partner, your doula with the steps it takes to set up, but we have created thorough YouTube videos, which I will tag over here for you to watch ahead of time so that you go in feeling prepared. Next, my advice is to really focus on using the pool for the transition and pushing stage. That is when it is most effective, and I find that if you have to get out, sometimes the shift between having that aquadural and going back to land can be quite drastic. So that's why I say to use it throughout your labor, but don't plan just to be in the pool for your whole entire birth. You want to get out, you want to move around, you want to, rest in bed or whatever it is. So you have the pool and kit in your home. If you're delivering at home, great. If you're delivering at the hospital, you are going to pack it with you, set it all up there, take it all down before you go, and we will come pick it up from you within 4 days of your birth. I have created a comprehensive and clear guide for you, your partner, and your birth team to utilize so that your birth pool setup and takedown goes smooth. This is a huge one. How long does it take to set up? Less than 15 minutes, to be honest. I do it all the time by myself, but I also tag team it with the birth partners. And step by step, it's put down the floor liner, put down the pool, put in the liner, put in the hose. The way I tag team it, Dad inflates the pool, I will attach the water adapters, I put in the hose as we are officially putting in the liner, and then once it's fully set up, I will grab Mom and she will come get in. Otherwise, if you're at home, you can have it set up beforehand so that when in labor, all you have to do is put in the water hose and fill it up. Now, the filling up process can take time depending on your water system, so that is why we suggest doing a trial run, just seeing, can your water tank handle it? Do you need to make sure you have extra kettles or pots, or do we need to come up with a backup plan so that you're not troubleshooting while you're actually in labor? Our pools take on average 6 to 8 minutes to inflate, and there is only one valve. Contradicting to other birth pools you see on the market, they have those tiny little inflatable valves that kind of drive you crazy. Ours have a one-step screw-off valve with a special air release tactic to make sure that when you're inflating it, no air sneaks out, and you are also able to deflate it using the air pump included to really compact it after your birth experience. So inflation, deflation, 6 to 8 minutes total. A little tip of advice that I have for you that I've learned as a doula is that if you think you are going to be getting in the pool soon but you're not sure, fill the bottom half of your pool up with hot water so that you give your hot water tank time to refill. Then once you are actually ready to get in the water, either you can add cold water to dilute it, letting the pool be around 37 degrees, or you can add more warm water if the previous water has cooled off. Next question. Are the liners reusable? Short answer, no, they're not. Please recycle or toss them after. But long answer, if you're planning on purchasing a pool after your delivery, if you plan to reuse it, we suggest sanitizing it and storing it very, very, very well. This is something that as a business we cannot control. And that answers the next question right there. Are the pools cleaned in between use? Yes, of course they're cleaned. Everything is sanitized and taken care of and then properly repacked to make sure that all of the gear is there for your delivery. If you somehow accidentally birth inside of one of our pools, you now own that pool. Congratulations. Now, what happens if the pool gets damaged or something in the kit gets damaged? Congratulations, it is now yours as well. We will charge you for the pool and the supplies and you are able to keep them. But again, this is our supplies and we ask you to be very gentle and kind with it. But again, accidents happen and we're understanding of that. So if something does occur, please reach out to us. Our phone numbers are included in the PDF booklet inside your rental kit if emergencies or situations come up. Now, how do I book my rental? Everything you need to do is on our website, gracefulbirthpools.ca. You can apply there and I will confirm it myself and reach out to you around 36 weeks with some days that we may deliver your pool in. All right, when and how does pool delivery work? Well, around 36 weeks, I'm going to text you with a few days and times that we have available for delivery because we would prefer that someone is home, but we can also do a porch drop-off and pickup. So same thing, after you deliver, we ask that you reach out to us within 24 to 48 hours and we will come pick up your pool within 4 to 7 days. If you have added our setup and takedown service, we will come set up your pool for you around 37 to 38 weeks. And then after you have your delivery, please reach out to us and we will come to you within 48 hours to take down and take home the pool. How do you have a hospital birth with a birth pool? Well, in Alberta, you are going to apply and utilize midwifery care for your pregnancy. They can support you having a home birth in a birth pool, a hotel birth, and again, a hospital birth. This is something we want to change in the future, which is having access to birth pools for everybody, whether they are under obstetric or midwifery care, so that they can utilize it in labor. But for now, we do what we can. Are there any random things that you should know about the birth pools? Well, one, try to avoid not letting your pets climb on it. Kiddos are okay, they do like to jump around, so be mindful of that. But once you fill the birth pool, you need to be extremely mindful of your children and your pets around it. It is a body of water, so making sure there is constant supervision is necessary. A great one I received was, how does a doula specifically support me in having a water birth? And that is your hands-on setup person. They are going to help you obviously do that whole setup, get the birth pool filled so your partner can be present and hands-on with you. And then after delivery, it allows your partner again to be hands-on and present with you as your doula. And usually your midwifery team will take it down and pack it up for returning. So how do you return your birth pool and how does pickup work? After you have your baby, you're going to empty out the pool with the pump that's included and dispose of the liner. You are now going to roll up and empty the air out of the pool and put it into a black garbage bag by itself. You will take the dirty water hose and the Mastercraft pump and also put them in the included other garbage bag so that when we pick it up, we are able to sanitize both properly. If everything is dried out and has been cleaned, it is okay to repack it back together, but we would prefer anything that has been used to be put in garbage bags to prevent cross-contamination. So do I have any random tips for you? Yes, I do. Get into the pool when you are in that transition pushy stage. Another tip is to not leave the clean water hose in the pool while you are in the pool. Please take it out again for sanitary reasons. Now, how do you fill the pool? Well, easy question. We have included multiple adapters that you are able to hook up to your kitchen faucet, your laundry machine, your shower, or your bathtub. This will then run through a clean water hose into your birth pool and you're set to go from there. What other add-ons do we have on top of the birth pool? We have 3 basic packages, each growing up in a level. Our premium package includes childbirth education with me. This is a 1.5-hour birth prep session where we can go over water birth, pool setup, takedown, and everything else in between. Whether you're having a home birth or a hospital birth, maybe a VBAC, or this is your first pool experience, this session is going to give you and your partner confidence going into the delivery. We also have wooden combs, light projectors, extra liners if you are wanting to do trial runs or birth photography postpartum, and a ton more different rentals that you are able to view on our website. Stay tuned for more because there are plenty of growth opportunities coming that we are so excited for. So could I have a birth pool with an OBGYN? Yes and no. I haven't met an OBGYN that is birth pool friendly so far, but that hopefully is going to change soon. I believe that you should be able to bring in a pool to labor in throughout your birth experience, and then if they feel comfortable or you feel comfortable, you can deliver your baby in the water, or they may ask you to get out once pushing begins. I find that you just have to work with the individual healthcare practitioner, explain the benefits of water birth, and then push. Make the change for our birthers of the future. They deserve it. A question that I get very often is water birth safe? And the answer is yes, absolutely. When you have a trained healthcare professional there with you, they are ready to handle any medical emergency, but water birth itself doesn't pose any immediate risk to you or your baby. What signals your baby to take that first breath of air is actually air hitting their face. So when they're in the womb, they're in your amniotic fluid. When they're born into the water, that's into the water. So they get to process one sense at a time. They will hear, they will see light, and then as you bring them up, that air is going to hit their face, then they will take that first breath. A thing to watch for when you're having a water birth is that when you're pushing, you are not going in and out as your baby's head is emerging. If their face is delivered and you are out of the water, you are going to stay out of the water because that air hitting their face has signaled the nerve response. But if you are submerged fully in the water and your baby's face is fully submerged, the nerve response will not happen until your baby is brought up onto your chest and oxygen hits them for the first time. All right, that is all of the questions that I have with me here today. If you have any more, drop them down below. You can send us a DM or an email, but I want to encourage you to research water birth and advocate for change so that it is more accessible in every birthing community. It is an amazing resource and tool for coping with labor, and it is something that everybody should have access to. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, check out our other videos on water birth and doula life, and I will see you in the next one.